Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to talk about a set of tools you probably use every single day. But what if I told you those same tools could become the secret weapon for running a totally compliant and super efficient cannabis operation? We're going to break down how to turn these everyday apps into the command center for your entire business.
So let's just start with a question that, well, it probably keeps a lot of you up at night. Imagine an inspector walks through your door. Not tomorrow, not next week, right now. Are you 100% ready? I mean, truly audit ready this very second?
Yeah, if this slide feels a little too familiar, you know the stress I'm talking about. It's this constant battle, this chaos, just trying to stay compliant when all your critical info is scattered across paper binders, personal phones, and a dozen different software tools that don't even talk to each other.
All right, so here's our game plan for today. We'll kick things off by talking about the core challenge. Then we'll get into building your digital command center and that all-important compliance safety net. After that, we'll see how to turn it into an engine for efficiency, manage your digital front door, and finally, wrap it all up with the unified advantage of this whole system. So let's be real, the challenge is clear. You're in a super regulated industry that demands perfect organization, but the tools a lot of businesses are using, they just create more risk, they waste time, and they turn audits into an absolute nightmare. So what's the solution? Well, it all starts with a big mindset shift. It's time to stop thinking of Google as just email. We need to start seeing it for what it really can be. Your business's true digital command center. And this right here, this is the transformation we're talking about. The difference is night and day. On the left, you've got the old way. It's chaotic, it's high risk. And on the right, that's the Workspace way. It's a unified, professional, and secure digital headquarters where every single piece of data is controlled and completely traceable. And here's the crucial difference. This is not the free Gmail you use at home. Google Workspace is the paid business version. It gives you all the admin controls, the security features, and the professional identity that are, frankly, non-negotiable for staying compliant in the cannabis industry. Now, let's get into how this command center builds the single most important thing for any operator, a rock-solid compliance safety net. Okay, think of Google Drive as your always-on, always audit-ready digital filing cabinet. Picture this: an inspector arrives. Instead of that frantic panic, scrambling for paper binders, you just share a secure view-only link to a folder that has everything they need. That's control. And this is where the power of a live document comes in. With Google Docs, your standard operating procedures are never out of date. Every single employee sees the latest version always. And you have a perfect time-stamped log of every single change that was ever made. That's gold for an auditor. And this is what that looks like. This is the proof. It's exactly the kind of clear, time-stamped audit trail that regulators love to see. It just makes inspections go smoother and makes your processes completely defensible. So, with your compliance safety net totally locked down, let's look at how Workspace becomes an engine for efficiency, automating your daily work and getting rid of all those repetitive tasks. Google Sheets is so much more than just a spreadsheet here. It's your operational nerve center. You can use it to track absolutely everything in real time, from batch life cycles and harvest yields to live sales dashboards and staff schedules. And here's where the real magic happens. Check this out. You can use a tool called AppScript to automate purchasing for you. So when your inventory in a sheet hits a low point, bam! It automatically creates a purchase order and emails it to your vendor, all without anyone lifting a finger. But here's the million-dollar question, right? How do you get rid of the messy paper logs? How do you eliminate the risk of someone typing something in wrong? How do you get data from the floor into your system instantly? Well, the answer is a tool called AppSheet. And honestly, it's incredible. It lets you build simple, custom apps for your team without writing a single line of code. Basically, if you can make a spreadsheet, you can make an app. It's that easy. This means you can create these powerful little apps for all your daily tasks. Things like inventory counts with barcode scanners, harvest data logs, or even sanitation checklists. And all that data feeds directly and instantly right into your central Google Sheets. No more delays, no more errors. Okay, so we've covered compliance and operations. Now let's switch gears and see how this very same set of tools helps you manage your brand's public image and build trust with customers and regulators alike. Your Google business profile is, for a lot of people, the very first impression they'll have of you. And keeping it updated isn't just for customers, it signals to regulators that you run a professional, transparent, and accountable operation. It builds trust. And that brings us to this key point.
Using a professional email with your own domain, like compliance@yourbiz.com, it isn't just about looking good. It is a system. It creates clear, auditable communication channels that are absolutely essential for proving you're doing things by the book.
All right, let's bring it all together. What is the real unified advantage of running your entire business on this one single platform?
Here's why it all matters. It's the combined power. It's cheaper because you can replace a bunch of other expensive software. It's faster because everything talks to each other in real time. It's way more transparent for audits. And maybe most importantly, it's built to grow right along with you.
So it all comes down to this, the number one single integrated system that acts as your central hub for compliance, your engine for operations, and your platform for growth. Everything, all working together.
So we'll leave you with this thought. Now that you've seen the potential here, if you could automate just one compliance task or completely eliminate one paper log forever, what would it be? What's the first piece of chaos you're ready to turn into control?